Yeah, just another great game, and really proud of our team. The first half we got out to a big lead. They came back at halftime. It was close, and then to come out to start the second half the way we did was great. So proud of these guys.
Hey, Tanner.
And I'll let you ask questions for our players.
Was on a little bit of a run, and it just seemed like you kind of sensed the moment and came up with some big baskets. Could you kind of feel those coming on and kind of step up to those moments?
I'm just playing my game, just playing in the offense, not forcing anything, and trying to get my teammates open looks.
And Sincere, was there maybe some more motivation tonight against Akron, especially the way it went down in the tournament last year against them?
No, I mean every time we play Akron, it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a big crowd. Them just being our rival, and we have a lot of respect for their team and their coaches, so we knew they were gonna come out fired up and with a game plan to try to get the ball out of my hands and make my teammates score. But I feel like we all was ready for the situation we was in. We all came ready to play.
Did Miryne just coming off your game last night, and then you come out again and just have another really good game and another really important game? Just talk about your performance tonight.
I'll talk about Coach first. Coach told us in the locker room that it's a confidence game, and I've had ups and downs throughout the season. And now I'm home. I'm from Cleveland. I'm in my hometown playing in the Cavs. It's my favorite team, so it's just like it's easy to be confident in here. And yesterday my shot wasn't falling, so Coach said have a short memory. So today that's what I had.
Did Jalen just what's it like being out on the court when you got these two guys going off like they did tonight?
Easy. It's easy. That's the best way to put it. We got guys playing like that. We hitting on all cylinders. I don't think there's so many teams that can beat us.
For Miryne, it's not often you beat your rivals twice in the same season. I mean, obviously everything is still on the line. What does it mean to beat Akron twice in the same season?
Right now, nothing. Right now, nothing. I want a ring.
Any additional questions?
Yeah, Sen. So when you go out there, they say you're
That's my boy. Me and played middle school, right? We played on the same middle school. That's crazy.
So talking about that, when you go out there, they say Farrell, Pennsylvania. You know, so many people come up to watch you play. How's it feel to represent that tight knit community in Farrell, Hermitage?
It feels great. Just cause I had a hard life like coming up, and it's tough living there, and just to know that the city is behind my back, and I had a lot of people ahead of me who I thought would be in my shoes in these situations in college, and something happened or they just stopped playing basketball and not go to school. So like I just took all their mistakes and try to do the right thing and learn from them, and they all pushed me and made sure I wasn't doing the wrong things and kept me on track. So me going out here and performing well and winning games and just keep going in life in the right way just shows how much they cared about me, and I just always remember where I came from.
Miryne, it seemed as though that this was a total team win. So how does it feel that you got all your guys getting a little shot in any which way in the game?
It feels good as a senior on the team. I'm always gonna be happy for the young guys that get in and get their spurts to be great. So I would just say like the best part about it was just the camaraderie with our team. Everybody's on the same page. Everybody's clapping. Everybody's cheering.
Miryne, just when Akron's going on those two runs, Coach mentioned at the end of the half, and another one there in the second half. Just how are you guys able to just battle through that and really overcome it?
I would say that we know our recipe. We know the defense that we want to play. We know the intensity we want to play at. So we just got to get back to that, And as seniors, me and Sin and Malik, we try to key in on that during huddles and during free throws.
Jalen, you had a breakout game. Can you walk us through what was going right for you in the first half?
I think I was just getting to my spots. We was running some plays to put me in quick hitters, and we just converted. So, and like I said, when we got guys like these dudes, it's easier to play. So, keep it pushing.
And Miryne, you said this is your home crowd. We had a great Kent State turnout tonight. What do you want to say to encourage the Kent State students to come out?
Come out tomorrow. It's gonna be a movie.
Seems like a good spot to dismiss our student athletes. So we'll go ahead and do that.
Good job.
Hey, Coach, name tags, okay? Name tags.
Questions for Coach Senderoff?
Coach, 31 points off turnovers tonight. Talk about the defense effort.
Yeah, I thought we did a great job creating turnovers and 10 steals. You know, it was across the board. That's been our formula for success. You know, our offense isn't always the prettiest thing, but our defense and our rebounding have been constant. Tonight we had 15 offensive rebounds, 17 to 9 second chance points. Like you mentioned, 31 points off turnovers. And for us, that's the game. That's how we're going to win. If it's a beauty contest in terms of offense, we're not going to win many times. So the way we played tonight is the way we need to play tomorrow, and that's been our formula to get us to the point that we're at right now.
And you made it this far last year and obviously couldn't get it done. How does the mindset change going into the MAC championship game tomorrow?
Yeah, I know these guys really want it because, because one, it's hard to get here. You know, this is not easy for either team to get here. The league is a gauntlet, 18 games, and every one seems really, really difficult. Then you come up to Cleveland, and the teams that were here tonight, all four of them, any one of those teams could go in the NCAA tournament and win a game. So, I'm appreciative for having the opportunity to be here tomorrow, because I know that this is my 12th year, 1 year COVID, which we didn't get to do it. So out of 11, and we've had a lot of good teams. This is the third time that we've been here. So I know for these guys, it's a big game, but it's a big game for Toledo's guys too, because it's not easy to get to this spot. And, we just got to play as hard as we can for each other tomorrow night.
Coach, I got two questions. So, one, are you worried about an emotional lull tomorrow potentially, just beating Akron, your rival? And secondly, when Akron went on the run, it was very similar to last year's OU game where OU kept, giving out runs. And I asked you then, what was your message to the team? And I'm going to ask you the same thing now. What was your message to the team when Akron kept, tipping, getting in there?
Yeah, I think no matter who you play in the semifinals, the next game, it's an emotional game because getting to this point is so hard. So I don't think it really matters that it was Akron that we beat. It could have been whoever tonight. We're going to be up for tomorrow. If we don't play well tomorrow, it's not going to be because we played Akron tonight. It's going to be because Toledo played better than us, or we didn't play well enough. And the second part of your question was about the runs. We just had to keep our composure and get stops. Like that's really what it comes down to. When we get stops, we're able to get out in transition. We're not playing in the half court. And again, we're much better in transition. So it was really about making sure we get stops. We did a good job keeping them off the line in the second half. That was the problem in the first half. But, just showing resiliency, which these guys have shown all year.
If you could just talk about the way your team was able to start the game and then really after halftime just really setting the stone at the start of each half.
I thought the second half in particular, because they did creep back in the game. We had a number of guys in foul trouble. Miryne had 2, Claron had 2, and CP had 3. And we went into halftime having, a 15-point lead get down to 4 and 2 at one point. So, we're a little worried, like, okay, we got to make sure our mentality is right coming out in the second half. And, again, give our players all the credit for how they responded, because we started out the second half the same way we started the game, and we were able to keep it going a little bit more in this half.
Rob, you talk about the mentality of, your team and that. I mean, you won this game without scoring a field goal in the last 8+ minutes.
Yeah.
What is that going to show you, and what do you think about the mentality in terms of get healthy tomorrow?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that long, but you know what? When we lost at their place, they didn't score a field goal in the last 8 minutes and beat us. So, at these games, when we play each other, sometimes it's like a war of attrition, right? And you're playing in the conference semifinals, whatever it takes to find a way to get a win, and you just got to try to win by one. And obviously we were up big, and I give them credit for battling back. That's a team and a program. It's a championship program, and it's a championship team. They weren't going to just go away quietly. So I give them a lot of credit as much as anything. Enrique Freeman, Xavier Castaneda, those guys, Greg Tribble, Garvin Clark. I could go on, but those guys, I got a ton of respect for those players and their staff and program. Not their program. They have a great program. So, I think we do too. and we were able to make the plays we needed to tonight.
I know this is where you want it to be, but how do you prepare to play in 3 straight days?
Yeah, I mean, they're doing it too. Toledo's doing it too. So you get rest. You know, we got a good strength coach and a good trainer. Those guys, tonight's their job. Like, they got to in our guys. You got to get hydrated and you know, get in the boots or whatever those guys do with them. I'm not smart enough to know what they do. They do a good job though. So you get rest, and then our coaching staff will have us prepared as we've done all year long. And then tomorrow you just play as hard as you can. And, you know, short prep, it's a great offensive team, one of the best in the country, certainly the best in our league. And they're playing unbelievable basketball. So we're going to have to do a great job, obviously, tomorrow.
Coach Jalen Sullinger hit 11 points off the bench. He had a couple big-time shots that were momentum pushers for you guys. Could you talk a little bit about his performance?
Yeah. He's gotten better and better. You know, his role has obviously expanded with Gio getting hurt, and, you know, he's risen to the occasion. So I'm proud of him and happy for him, and also know we need another night of it, because his ability to score, he's one of the guys on the roster where, you know, every time it leaves his hands, whether it goes in or not, you don't know, but you think it's going in. And he's got that unique ability to really put the ball in the basket.
Coach, Enrique Freeman had 16 rebounds tonight.
Yeah.
What needs to change tomorrow?
18 rebounds.
18.
Don't short him. He had 18 rebounds.
Okay, what needs to change tomorrow to limit Toledo's big, not same production?
Yeah, you know, their bigs play a little differently, but Enrique Freeman's one of the best players in the country. You forget about the conference. So, and he played like it tonight. You know, and at their place, you know, he's played well every time we played him, because he's tough to stop. But what we were trying to do as best we could, you know, was to limit as many threes as Xavier Castaneda could get good looks. And he shot a bunch late in the game, but he struggled, and I think our defense is part of why he struggled, because he's such a good player. And you can't take everything away. You know, they've got really good offensive weapons all across the board. And you know, the way we tried to play these guys was as much as we could limit threes, and we were able to do a pretty good job of that. And, you know, Freeman made us play. He's a great player.
Coach, in prepping for Toledo tomorrow night, do you think that there's a certain aspect in the game plan where you look at it and go, if we don't do this tomorrow night, then we're going to come up short, or no?
Yeah, I mean, we have to defend and rebound. That's been our formula. Toledo doesn't turn the ball over much. We got to find a way to create some turnovers. Like, we have to do the things that have gotten us here. So you can look at our stats all year long and say, okay, if they don't do these things, they're not going to win, because we're not going to outshoot Toledo. We're just not. They're the best offensive team in the conference. Doesn't mean we can't make. We made 9 threes tonight. Doesn't mean we can't make 12 threes tomorrow. But our mindset has to be to outguard them, and if we can do that, it'll give us a chance. We're playing like I said, a great team that's on an unbelievable streak. But you know what? We're pretty good too. So tomorrow should be a great game.
Championship tomorrow night. What do you want to say to the Kent State students?
Yeah, same thing. Hope everybody comes out, right? Like, this is your school. It's not easy to be here. This is fun. You know, tomorrow night, hopefully we have a great turnout from our students, and they get to enjoy, you know, what this game is about.
When you see the performance from your seniors tonight, 24 from Miryne, 14 from Elite, 21 from Sin, when they're showing the emotion that they're showing on the court, talk about your confidence level in your team when your leaders are doing what they do best.
Yeah, that's, you know, this league and really college basketball, but this league in particular, it's about your seniors and how do they want to have their senior year. So I give these guys, those 3, all of them, but those 3, unbelievable amount of credit, because, you know, they really care about being at Kent State. They care about their school. They care about representing the school the best way they can. They care about winning. And tonight they all obviously played really, really well.